What y'all got to say? Oh, we about to go to the...
Shut up! Before I bust a cap up in your ass.
I thought y'all was beating the world.
Shut up!
Maybe next...
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over.
But we the most hated franchise and everybody...
Shut the fuck... Shut... Did I say... No! Oh, shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh! Say something else. Say something else.
Welcome to another episode of Hit to Hit Sports. I'm your host, Brian Parker, along with my co-host, Mr. Randall Hargrove. Howdy, sir. How do you do?
How about them?
Yes. You know,
it's our year, ain't it?
Huh?
It's our year, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, it's always our year. Let's ride. Oh my goodness! You know, I know I denied you 2 weeks ago because I had to cancel at the last minute. So it was, but the good thing about the Cowboys is that, as my man Stephen A. Smith always says, just wait, because it's coming again, and it's gonna come again. So
all you got to do is wait. All you got to do is wait.
I got to do is wait. It's gonna happen. Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. You know, that definitely at least made me feel a little bit better after my Tar Heels did not get blown out like I thought they would. Actually sat there and put some cojones up and tried to win the game instead of tie a game.
Yeah, I don't blame them for that.
Yeah, against Virginia, and they only lost by a point. I don't take moral victories too much, but based on what I expected from them, it could have been a disaster, and it wasn't. So I'll give them credit for that. But then my Panthers act like they reverted back to just some bums that couldn't stop the run, to say that like couldn't stop a nosebleed, and ended up looking like a bunch of hot garbage out there.
Yeah.
And then let's see the Cowboys
40-9, yo, 40-9. I mean, I wasn't expecting like the Panthers to win, but I did expect them to show up.
Yeah. I expected a little bit more out of that running game too.
Yeah.
But then once you get behind by so much, I mean, how much damn running can you do if you're trying to get back in the game? You know,
True.
When the team gets that kind of a lead on you, then they, whether you want it to be one-dimensional or not, they're going to turn you into one-dimensional, and really test your passing game, or see if you're just going to try to take a bunch of cheap plays, you know, little dinks and dunks and stuff down the field. But even when you do that and you're behind, you're playing into their hands, because now the clock is just as much of your opponent as the other team is. So
yeah, there's two things I want to say about that game, man. Is first of all, to your point that you make several times, you better have some type of quality, decent backup quarterback. Because, and to my point, I made this point all the way back in the preseason when I was watching Andy Dalton. He looks washed to me, man. Not the same dude, and nowhere close to the same dude. Statue in the pocket, can't evade any kind of rush. I mean, if there's a defender coming at him, he might as well just go down because he cannot avoid it. And he was just, you know, he looked terrible yesterday. Made a bunch of like rookie type mistakes.
Well, when he took off the run, I knew in the back of my mind, the way he was running, that they were going to knock that ball out of his hand.
Oh yeah, that play too.
You gotta know that if defenders got behind you and you start running, they gonna be able to catch up to your old ass.
Yes, you're not outrunning nobody.
like, come on, bro. Who was you outrunning that you didn't think somebody was gonna tackle you from behind? He most thinking about the people in front of him. I'm like, what about all them dudes that were behind you that can catch you? Because they're not ancient,
every single step you take, if you are Andy Dalton, you should be realizing somebody's closing on you.
And that ball should be like, I mean, clutched. But yeah, that was just that was unnecessary, and that really started the momentum of that game. I mean, when you're that close um to the end zone, and then with a team like Buffalo, you can't go in with the mentality that you're just gonna trade field goals, because at some point they're gonna heat up, start scoring touchdowns, and even if you just kicking, that is not going to help you, because you cannot trade touchdowns for field goals. There's just no way.
It's not going to work, man. And then,
Keep up with
even at the end of the first half, the Panthers are driving, and they have no timeouts. They have literally 10 seconds on the clock. And for some strange reason unknown to man, Andy Dalton just decides to take a sack in that scenario. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Bro, I forgot about that. You are absolutely right. I'm like, the one thing they tell you that you can't do. I mean, you had so many options. Throw the ball out the end zone, throw to the sidelines. Once you get out the tackle box, you could have done a lot of things. You saw the pressure coming. And to your point, when you started the show, you have no ability to evade. So, if that rush is coming at you like that, get rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah.
They talk about a quarterback's best asset is, their accuracy and their strong arm. But to me, a lot of times, the best quality is getting the ball out of your hands quickly.
Yep.
That's what made Tom Brady dangerous. Tom Brady couldn't evade nobody either. But by the time you got around to him, the ball was already gone.
Yep.
You can't
hold
ball
on to the ball in 3 seconds.
The only person I saw yesterday that held the ball for 9 seconds because of their ability to evade was Jackson Dart. He was back there running around. They even showed it on one of the things where he bought his receivers 9 seconds of time because he was able to just keep scrambling, running, keeping his feet active, and still looking downfield.
Yeah.
That is not Andy Dalton. I don't know if that was ever Andy Dalton.
Right. I don't think it was ever him, but it definitely ain't him now.
It ain't him now.
Nah, hell no, man.
No, sir. No, sir. So, yeah.
But again, he just looks washed to me, man. And I don't know why the Panthers didn't better prepare for this. Because, Bryce's situation, I'm thinking they had to have known Bryce was going to go down at some point this year.
Because of his size, and this league has leaned so much on analytics and statistics to kind of guide them on fourth downs, what plays to run on third and long, which plays to run on third and short, and things like that. Statistics will also tell you that when you have an undersized quarterback that doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones, that the probability of him playing all 17 games are slim to none. Michael Vick couldn't do it. RG3 couldn't do it. Johnny Manziel couldn't do it when he was in. A lot of these smaller guys will not hold. Kyler Murray ain't been able to do it. You see these guys that are undersized, they can't because of the hits that they take. Jaden Daniels is now falling into that, where Marcus Mariota is going to have to start for him tonight because of a hamstring. So I hope this isn't going to become an issue. Yes, Jaden is a elusive guy and everything, but he's not the biggest guy out there. So, those hits and everything else can start to stack up, and you're going to need a good backup that'll be able. Lamar Jackson, how many games has he been out? Tyler Huntley had to come in yesterday instead of Cooper Rush and actually help the Ravens get a win over the Bears. Having that quality backup is important. You got to have that guy that's ready in a moment's notice to be able to come in, because your quarterback is always one hit away from being out of that game.
Yeah.
And you don't want to wreck your season because, oh man, we put everything into him, a la the Bengals with Burrow, and then not having a backup plan.
Right. And that was just extremely disappointing to watch that yesterday unfold. And the thing with the two running back situation that they have going on, I mean, to me, they should be riding Rico. Rico is definitely the one to go with. He's got the yards per carry average that's way better than Chuba right now. But for some reason, Canales wants to do this back and forth thing with Chuba getting more carries than Rico, and to me, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
That
same.
Rico,
You got to ride your hot hand. I mean, we love
ride it,
Chuba.
man, ride it. Yep, ride the hot
We
hand.
love Cuba, but I mean, my man had over 200 and something yards from scrimmage in a 2-game period.
That's right.
I know you want to believe that your starter can't lose his job due to injury, but the hell with that. I mean, I get the loyalty thing. You're gonna split up the reps and let that. You gotta let the game dictate how you use your personnel.
Exactly. Forget all that loyalty stuff.
Yeah, I mean, is this Stephen Davis all over again back in the days where they just kept wanting to run him, even though it was obvious that his time was over? And I don't know if it was Stewart or D'Angelo, one of them had come in already, or Foster, so one of them, and they just kept trying to go with Stephen Davis, and I'm like, the tires are hanging off of the rims, and they were still trying to hold on to him, and I'm like, we love him, we appreciate him, but it's over.
It's over, man. You gotta know when it's over.
I started thinking about these running backs, Biaka Batuka, all these guys, and I'm just like, look, we appreciate it, but when it's time to, I ain't saying we need to move away from Chuba. But I actually think if you want to be able to use them both, Ran, why not try to run some 21 personnel where you've got them both out there at the same time? Why can't you do that? Have one be
Yeah.
more of a fullback, or start him out in the 21, motion one, put him on the line, and do what I said that they should have done with Christian McCaffrey when he was here. Start him in the backfield, but a lot of times put him in motion. Number one, when you do that, it exposes the coverage of the defense, so you can tell if they're in man or if they're in zone. They follow your running back, they're in man. They don't follow him, they're in zone. There you go. Carolina Panthers, you're welcome. That's an easy way to pick up a pre-snap defense for your 40-year-old quarterback, is to put guys in motion. If they follow the guy in motion, it's man. If they don't, it's zone. Then
Either
you
that
know
or
where
they don't respect
your
them.
hot corners are. You throw to the other side. Run Tet over to the other side. Tet was doing his thing. I'm gonna give it. Hey, that's the only thing that he was doing well, was he was making sure that McMillan was catching some balls.
Yeah, he was definitely feeding McMillan. Be a fool not to. I mean, he's like the best weapon on the team at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, the second best weapon is Rico. You gotta feed that dude, man.
Exactly.
You gotta feed that dude. Yeah.
And Rico can catch the ball out of the backfield as well. He is good with those passes, and he's elusive enough a lot of times to make that first guy miss, so he can get into the second level of that defense.
Definitely.
Jermaine says Andy Dayton. I know you meant Dalton, Jermaine. I'm just messing with you. Needs to be arrested with Chauncey Billups for throwing that game. Ain't no way he didn't get paid twice for that performance.
I mean, it looked like that, but I mean, I'm thinking honestly, that's his best effort, man. Dude is gone, man. He's gone.
Yeah. And that's sad. I was hoping more from Andy Dalton. I was like, you know what? When Bryce got hurt in the last game, he didn't have enough time to come in and warm up. So I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I said, you know what? If he goes with a whole week of practice with the ones, they should have a game plan custom made around him. I felt like because of his height, he'd be able to get it out to Leggett, T-Mac, Coker, some of those guys, because he'd be able to see them better. He'd be able to throw them more open instead of waiting for them to get fully open. That's what I was really looking for. But a lot of times, I mean, they were putting him in some really bad third and long situations. Penalties started backing him up on some of these third downs, where now it was almost, you were asking him to do too much, because a lot of pre-snap things were putting him in bad third down situations, or negative plays on first and second, where it shouldn't have been Chuba out there. It probably should have been Dowdle trying to get you more positive yards, so that you're not dealing with third and longs, you're dealing with third and shorts.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that was definitely a disappointing loss there, and it was their first loss at home. They had actually gone 3-0 at home, so now they're 3-1 at home. It was a perfect opportunity for them to. I mean, I say that as it could have been a long shot, but you know what? I wasn't totally against the fact that the Panthers couldn't win that game. We did see earlier in the season where the Bills lost. Who was it? They were almost going to lose to the Saints. The Saints played them close.
Yeah. And the strange thing is like the key to beating the Bills has been put out there. They can't stop the run either. So if you would have leaned heavy on that from the very get-go and been able to finish some of those drives rather than kicking field goals, I mean, who knows what would have happened? But
No, absolutely right. I mean, but the problem is you let James Cook go out there and just totally dominate with 216 yards rushing off of 19 carries.
boy,
I mean, you ain't gonna win no
I
game.
saw a stat on him the other day talking about that dude averaged 7 yards before even being touched yesterday. That is absolutely
That's
insane.
insane. That's insane. And then he averaged 11 yards per carry. So it's a first down every time he touched the damn ball.
Yeah.
245 total rushing yards against Carolina's 114. That's what got him. That's what got him right there. Yeah, they just totally crashed when it came to that. Back to the drawing board. And the sad part is they had the same amount of plays. Carolina gave up 7 sacks.
Yeah. And a lot of those sacks were this is gonna sound crazy for me to say, but had Bryce Young been in the game, probably wouldn't have had 7. Would have been more in the neighborhood of 3, 4. But Dalton is such a statue, dude. He just stands there in the pocket and he can't avoid anybody.
Because I just thought because of his height, he'd be able to get away from some of those sacks because he could see that defense coming. So,
Yeah.
when you're holding the ball that long, what that's telling me, and you're that tall, you don't trust what you're seeing. But and I get that. And if you have to hesitate for a second, but you don't have the ability to evade, then you're gonna get sacked if you don't throw the ball away.
Yeah, that hesitation, that second hesitation is precious to a dude who ain't got no skill as far as evading.
That's the part I just couldn't reconcile is how do you sit there and knowing that you can't escape the pressure like that, do you not just get rid of the ball? It just did not make any sense at all. So anyway, that was my low point of yesterday. There were some other little interesting games out there too, Rand, that we can definitely get into, and then we'll look into. We've got one more game of this week tonight. We've got the Commanders going to Kansas City to face the red hot, fully charged Chiefs. They've got all of their players.
Rice is making a difference, ain't he?
Oh my God, that was the missing piece for real, for real.
Yeah.
Jermaine says Andy is still dealing with the effects of that car accident. Oh, you mean the one that Bryce Young set him up with? I'm gonna say that till I die. Bryce set him up. And I mean, Bryce cold-blooded for that, man. He had the family dog in the car with them.
He had his wife and kids too, so he really
kids. Yeah. He didn't give a damn about none of them. So yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah, he may be dealing with that, Drain, but he's also dealing with something called old age and sit your ass on the couch. What he's dealing with, because yeah, they need to go out and get a capable backup. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit too, Rand, with the trade deadline already approaching on the 4th. We're going to see some teams that feel like that they can make a late push, start to look at some of these teams that have no shot, whether it's the Raiders, whether it's the Titans, and even those are bad teams, they may have players that they want to unload. Could be other teams, like Dallas. Do they want to move on from Trayvon Diggs? I know he's on IR, but he's always hurt. Do they want to move on from him before they have to start making a decision about his contract? He was up for next one after Deron Bland. You got Trey Hendrickson. He's basically was on a 1-year deal with Cincinnati. What are they going to do with him? There's a lot of other big name players out there that hey, by the trade deadline may not be where they are right now because teams are saying, you know what, we got no shot. Our season is done. Let's just go ahead and get rid of some of these bigger pieces off the table so we can get some draft stock and start to look towards next season. This is the time to go ahead and just start playing some of our younger guys because we ain't got a chance in hell. We'll look at some of those records and figure out some of those teams out there that could potentially have some aging players or players that'll be up for a contract that they don't want to extend because they're not going to be part of their plans for their rebuild, so to speak. So we'll look at that in just a second too. But we do have the Commanders going to the Chiefs tonight. Again, Jaden Daniels is going to be out because of a hamstring. They did say that if they had to play him, they would have, but they're erring on the side of caution with that. So they're going to have Marcus Mariota out there. Mariota has been pretty serviceable in some of his games because of the fact that he does have the ability to use his legs and get out of some situations, kind of like Jaden. Doesn't necessarily have the same arm, but is definitely a threat when it comes to taking off and running, which is why I did pick him to get over 25 yards on FanDuel tonight.
Yeah. Good luck, brother.
But I did pick the Chiefs to win. The line now, the line right now is 10.5. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That is a whole lot for an NFL game. Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, I know they give you 3 for being the home team, but damn, 10.5. And I get it, but I mean, damn. And they probably will cover. But I didn't go for that. I just went with the money line. You know, they'll win. I know that much. If I say 10.5, you know what's gonna happen. Washington gonna kick a late game field goal and they only gonna win by 10. I'll be mad as a mother. So I'm staying away from it because it'll be my luck. It will. I can't win when it comes to those halves because they'll be right under it. And I'm like, you mother. Anyway.
Those guys in Vegas do their jobs very well.
They know. They be knowing stuff, man. I'd be like, I don't know how y'all figured this out, but yeah. Vegas. So last Thursday, the Chargers played the Vikings. Chargers ended up putting that whoop ass on the Vikings 37-10. Carson Wentz looked nothing like the Carson Wentz in some of the previous games. Justin Herbert went off in that game. He had 18 of 25 for 229. Not a lot of passes, but he was very accurate with it. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick at that. They kept the ball on the ground a lot, but Herbert used his legs in that game. He ran for seven times for 62 yards. So another thing that he was doing other than passing was it was his feet that kept him going too.
Yeah, I just saw Carson Wentz being shut down for the season.
Done.
Yeah. So did he get hurt in the game, or did he go into the game hurt?
Yeah, that last game he was having I think it was a shoulder issue that he was having, and now they're just gonna and he was trying to play through the pain in that game. It wasn't in his throwing arm; it was his other arm. But you could tell every time he take a hit, he go down, and he hit that arm. He was in pain, and he tried to play through it. I give him credit for that. You got to think about it too. He knows that, you know, his time in this league is probably closer to the end than the beginning, and he just did not want to give up any unnecessary starts because, hey, even if it's not with Minnesota next year, can he be a serviceable backup somewhere else? So he's trying to create as much good film as he can for, you know, other teams out there that may need a veteran backup on the cheap. But he is done for the year. So, and this is going to be a time now where before he got hurt, the question was, hey, do you keep going with Wentz because he's looking pretty good? Or do you go back into J.J. McCarthy, who last time we saw looked kind of a bit unsteady and stuff like that? And now it's looked like that decision has already been made just because now Wentz is going to go down. Looks like McCarthy's going to get his job back.
Yeah, I mean, that question has answered itself. So we'll see how McCarthy does going forward.
Yeah, we see. We saw another game like that this week that I'll get to, where we thought a player was about to get benched. Player that was going to be put in front of him ends up getting hurt, and he comes back out and wins the game for his team, first win of the season. So, the dead is risen. Woo! I think about them old crazy. If you're in the Charlotte area, those Reverend Rob commercials from Apple Auto Sales, I believe, where he's like, "We will heal your credit."
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? I was not faithful enough to actually call the Jets to upset Cincinnati. But if you do remember when we were talking last week, I said that the Bengals were probably going to have a letdown after the big win against Pittsburgh. That is what they do.
And that's crazy. That is crazy. They got up for Pittsburgh, but you can't get up for the damn Jets. And you were up 28 to 28-14? Something like that. You were up 14 points.
Something like that. At home. So,
and the Jets chased you down without his starting receivers?
Crazy, man.
How? When he had his starting receivers, he couldn't get them the ball. He don't have his starting receivers. Okay. This is why the NFL this year has made no sense to me. This is probably why I'm sucking in all my fantasy leagues. I mean, I can't get nothing right. If I say right, just go left. Just trust me. I'm saving you. But Brian, it don't make no sense. I can't get to California if I go east. You will if I tell you to go west.
I was actually thinking about that yesterday when your Eagles just blew the Giants out of the water.
I'm telling you, oh yeah, the Giants gonna beat their ass.
Yeah, no way. Not even.
And the next thing I know, I'm like, yeah, okay, here we go. Boy, they don't know Devontae Smith is out here on this field, boy. Jalen is just fine. And then Saquon finally rips off a damn 64-yarder. I'm just like, who are these guys? And they do it without AJ Brown, who got scratched.
Yeah, no AJ Brown. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. I was like, where's AJ? Oh, he's hurt. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be really tough sledding. You don't have that dual threat out there, and surely they're gonna sit there and double team Devontae without AJ not being there.
Nope.
Jesus Christ. Again, that's why I can't pick them anymore. I was good at it for a while, but this year has said I am total garbage. I can't pick them. Whatever I say, y'all, when I do the picks at the end, go the other way. Put all your money on the other way. Promise.
I'm sure a lot of people feel like that, especially a lot of people in the cooler, man. I mean, it has been a strange prime time year.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I've never been this bad at picking, especially the chalk games.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to spend no time going through no stats, deep diving into the matchups, anything. All you got to do is look at the names of the teams and go, okay, I'm going to tell you who's going to win this game. You can't do that this year.
Nah, you can't. You better do your homework. You better study your trends. You better study your injuries.
Hey, for them 1 o'clock games, you better be looking at 12:30, 12:35 to see who got scratched, DNPs, all that kind of stuff.
You better be looking at the weather report. I mean,
weather,
everything.
Anything that could happen. You got to look at that because this year is just, it don't make no sense. It makes none. I can't make any sense of it. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. Obviously, this just ain't going to be my year picking games. The only thing I can guarantee y'all is that the Cowboys ain't going to the Super Bowl.
That is a guarantee you could cash your check on now.
I am not the kiss of death for that one. That ain't happening. I've been writing about that shit for 30 years. I got history. I got receipts.
That's one thing that's like the beauty of the NFL for me. It's like my Panthers could get blowed out. My Steelers could suck ass. But as long as them Cowboys lose,
hey,
I'm good.
It wasn't that bad of a Sunday.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. Rand, we see the Ravens played yesterday against the Bears. And without Lamar Jackson, I know Tyler Huntley got the nod ahead of Cooper Rush, and I just
Mhm.
knew still though the way that the Bears had been moving, even though this game was going to be in Baltimore, I really gave the Bears a chance to win this game. I really did. I thought with the new system that Caleb Williams was playing under, the more commitment to the running game with DeAndre Swift, and now finding those receivers more, Rome. I thought that was going to really, really help. I thought Derrick Henry was going to kind of be held at bay, and then it was going to be Tyler Huntley trying to get the ball out to Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, and that kind of thing. Caleb Williams did have a better passing game than Huntley. He was
Yeah.
25 of 38, 285, and a touchdown, but didn't pass. I mean, touchdown and an interception. Didn't pass for any touchdowns. Swift only ran 11 times for 45 yards. Dunze did have 114 of those yards that Caleb threw. Huntley was 17 to 22 for 186. So the game plan obviously was to lean on the running game, let him throw when absolutely necessary. He was accurate enough with it. He did throw a touchdown, but they relied heavily on the running game. Henry, 21 carries, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's just being brutal because he didn't have 100 yards, but 21 carries, 71 yards. He's just eating the clock up.
Yeah. It's Caleb was not off. I mean, the Bears were not off. We kind of played them okay. It's just they did not have enough to get up over the top. In the end, Baltimore did that stiff arm, that 2-touchdown stiff arm, and there was a game pretty much right there. But Bears fans should still be kind of ecstatic. I mean, I did not see them being 4-3 at this stage of this year. So it's kind of like the Carolina Panthers. I didn't see the Panthers being 4-4. So you got to kind of take what you could get at this point with teams with this talent level.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And for the Ravens, if I would have said, hey, them winning yesterday made it their second win of the season out of 7 games, that would be crazy. But
I know.
that was they only have one more win than the Jets.
That's insane, man. That is insane.
Again, I go back to this season.
Yeah.
I look like total trash. I absolutely do. But you're right, though. I mean, everything when you look at time of possession, it was damn near even 29. It was a minute difference, 29 30 to 30 30. The number of plays that they ran, the Bears ran 3 more plays. The Bears allowed 1 sack, the Ravens allowed 2 sacks. Penalty yards, the Bears beat them out there in penalty yards. Third down, they were a little bit better on third down. They were about 45%. The Ravens were 40%. It came down to rushing yards, really. 178. 177 for the Ravens versus 96 for the Bears. They just ran the ball better.
Yeah. Got to do it every time. Eat the clock up, and yeah, there you have it.
Yeah. So, but I still think the Bears are still going to be a good, formidable team. The Ravens definitely needed this win a lot more than the Bears did.
They did. Yeah, they definitely did.
Because I mean, they're already pretty much, teams that are 2-5. The playoffs isn't really going to be in their future. But we will see. They didn't bring Lamar back in because they have a short week. They are playing again on Thursday, and did not feel comfortable bringing him out on Sunday and then turn back around and have him play again on Thursday. That was the main reason that they didn't play him yesterday.
Yeah, so against the Dolphins Thursday night, he should be good to go.
Yep.
Should be well rested, past his injury. And you know that the Dolphins are going to get a mouthful of Mr. Derrick Henry. So,
yeah, that is definitely going to be on the menu. Now, I will give it to the Dolphins. They sat there and came back against the Falcons for, again, their second win of the season, 34-10 against the Atlanta Falcons. Tua Tagovailoa, 20 of 26 for 205 yards, but he passed for 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. Atlanta can't get to the quarterback. So, of course, the Dolphins going to have their best game of the year. Well, Tua's going to have his best game of the year, definitely against that defense.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the question is, number one, did Tua do enough to save his job? Did Mike McDaniel do enough to save his job?
Well, we'll see this Thursday night. I mean, I'm thinking McDaniel should have been gone 4 weeks ago. So he's probably good for the year.
That's true. I mean, if the other stuff didn't do it, what will?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I guess my man's kind of safe. Very safe. Not no kind about it.
yeah, that's true. The thing to also look at with Atlanta, though, Rand, is Michael Penix Jr. did not play in this game. They did start Kirk Cousins, and yes, Kirk Cousins lost his job to Penix Jr. last year. But I thought, Kirk Cousins might kind of turn back the hands of time, remind us of who he was and what the Falcons kind of decided to move past, and maybe give him one of them games where maybe it created a little bit of controversy, or at least gave him an opportunity to um, audition for the other NFL teams, where maybe he could be valuable trade bait, because teams have been reluctant to want to go to Kirk Cousins because there is a high price tag on him that no team is going to trade with Atlanta for unless Atlanta picks up a huge amount of that price tag. And Kirk Cousins did not perform well enough, in my opinion, to make anybody move off of that and go, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna give all of that.
That is not just your opinion, brother.
Like, you have an opportunity to kind of, put yourself in a better situation, and you sat there and wet the bed, bro. So as soon
Yes.
as Penix is ready, you're gonna take your ass right back to the bench, grab that ball cap and that clipboard, or I don't know if you got a Surface now or what, but you definitely won't have a helmet.
Nope. Speaking of washed quarterbacks, Cousins is right there with Andy Dalton. If we find these guys on rosters next year, then I mean whoever's gonna pick up that tab is just, I hope
They're
it ain't
crazy.
the Steelers. I hope it ain't the Panthers. That's all I'll say.
The only team that I know that would be dumb enough to do that would be the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, they would be.
Because they just can't stop running into a wall. Like, they
Yeah.
see the wall and they go, is it really solid though? Like, no, please don't do that again. No, but we already got 5 quarterbacks. Let's go get Kirk Cousins.
I feel so sorry for Shador because I mean, in my eyes, he's the most talented quarterback on their roster, and they look right past him every single time. I don't know what they're seeing in Dylan Gabriel, but God bless him, man. God bless him.
Yeah. It's I mean, when teams don't have a lot of film on you, they may struggle that first game or two that you play, to really see how that offense moves with you under center. Once they figure you out, though, that's it. But that first game, he looked all right. I mean, he did okay. But yeah, came back down to reality a little bit, didn't he?
Came way back down. I mean, he never got really that far up, if you want to think about
No.
it.
Well, you know what? He didn't. It's not that he got up. It's just that the bar and the expectations are already so damn low to begin with
Right.
that anything that he did. Oh, he breathed. Oh, damn. He's the future. He could damn near done anything. Did you see him run to the left? Oh, he's the future.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do much. He just had to do more than the last guy did, which wasn't a lot.
I think his first start was against the Steelers, and he averaged like 5 yards through the air per pass attempt, something crazy like that. So, yeah,
but the fact that he completed a pass, ran,
I know.
He threw the ball and somebody caught it other than the other team.
Yeah.
See, that's what happened when you set the bar low, and then you have to start playing other teams and more exotic defenses. They talked about, well, man, what's going to happen when he plays Brian Flores defenses? And my God, if he ever had to get in front of Spagnuolo, and play his defense or something like that. Like, okay, yeah, you're doing that with these defenses. Wait till you have to play them and see what happens. So
I'm saying it's like and they would rather just sit there with Dylan Gabriel as
mhm.
their starter without they're seeing this guy struggle, right? I mean, they're not blind. The whole NFL could see this guy struggle, but they
Yep.
would rather just go through these struggles and pretend like Shador is not even on their roster. And that is
And
just strange to me.
and
It's
and
strange.
and, and wouldn't you want to know, because they have a lot of picks, first round picks next year? Wouldn't you want to at least let both of them start games? Look, there is
Yes,
there is no playoff future.
exactly. Why not?
Why wouldn't you want to know what you got so that, look, if I'm going to the grocery store, the one thing that I always get mad about is when I go to the grocery store and I buy something that I already got, but I forgot I had it. And then when I get home and put it away, I go, damn, I already had it. I could have spent that money on something else.
Yeah, man. It's
Wouldn't it be crazy if what you think you might need from the draft, you actually already have, and then you could go draft something else that you really need to put around what you already have.
right.
Find out first before you start going to the grocery store.
I mean, Stefanski is such an ass, though, man. It's like you could hear his little arrogance in the media when he's addressing the media in press conferences and stuff like that. And then he does things such as um, there's no number two backup to Dylan Gabriel, right? Last week. So rather than name Shadur Sanders the backup who is already on the team, they
Right.
elevate the practice dude into the number two spot, and he ain't had a snap all year. What the hell is that about?
Oh,
Zappy? Really? He's your number two now over Shadur. Crazy, man.
he would be trying to be cute if he sat there and said, well, if I make Shador number two, Dylan is going to be looking over his shoulder the whole time.
Who cares?
Right. I'm sorry. I was about to cuss real bad, but you are a mother effing pro.
Right.
Okay. Y'all can fill in the words. I really wanted to say it. I don't give two damns about, and I'm going to say something else. I don't give two damns about you feeling some kind of way that Shador is peeking over your damn shoulder.
Hell no.
But I honestly believe that they felt like, well, you know what? If we make Zappy that, then he ain't really got to worry as much. But because if he makes a mistake, the crowd is going to scream Sanders, Sanders, Sanders. They didn't want to shake his confidence. They just trying to protect a young quarterback.
And now we see why this organization sits at number 4 in the North year after
After
year
year.
after year after year.
Thinking that at some point the ghost of Bernie Kosar is coming back.
How
He
many
ain't coming
quarterbacks they've been through since 2000?
Man, it was a lot. Wasn't it like 30 or 40 of them?
30-some, 30-some, maybe even 40, yeah.
Christ.
Insane, man.
This is insane. and I mean 13 of them on the roster right now. So
Paying 13 quarterbacks.
the reason you can't sit there and pay nobody else because you paid all these damn quarterbacks. Damn.
Right.
Oh my gosh. You know, I mean, what is this? Bobby Bonilla Day? Jesus. He's paying somebody they ain't played in years. Jesus. Oh my gosh. But that's still just a crazy phenomenon too. But anyway. Yeah, I would want to at least know, look, my season is done. It's time to be able to see what we got. We let Dylan start too. Let Shador start too. What is that going to hurt you? Why are you naming a full season starter for a team that is going absolutely nowhere? Know what you got. The worst case scenario could be this. One of them can put on enough tape for you to be able to say, you know what? We got some good first round draft picks for next year. Plus, we got a good, decent quarterback that, while he's not going to be our future, he could definitely latch on with another team, and we can get some more draft capital for him. But if you
Mhm.
don't sit there and put Shador out there, nobody's going to know what kind of draft capital that you can get for him. You're drafting him with as a fifth round pick. Hey, you might be able to package him and get a higher pick and a player if you play him and he puts on good tape. Now, if he sits there and wets the bed, then there's your answer. But at least now you know. But going into the
And what are you
offseason
losing?
with
What are
any
you losing?
uncertainty, what sense does that make?
Yeah, what are you losing by taking that gamble? Absolutely
Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing, because you still gonna be in fourth place
Yeah, you're not running down first place, man.
at all. At
No.
all. You ain't got no chance of that. No chance. So as you alluded to, they went and played the Patriots, who Drake May, go Tar Heels, is just killing them right now. The Patriots, I said they were going to be in rebuilding for a while, but these mofos are 6-2.
Yeah, man.
They're
I didn't
actually
think
they're actually leading the AFC East right now by
crazy.
percentage points.
Absolutely crazy. But that defense is pretty stout. And like you said, Drake May is absolutely balling. I put it in the cooler like a few weeks ago, and somebody came in there talking about they're not impressed by Drake May. I look, whoever you are, brother, I don't know what you got against Drake May. You obviously an NC State fan or some shit, because
Wait,
if you ain't impressed by Drake May by now, then you just not gonna be.
Okay. Drake May is fourth in yards this year.
Yeah, kill it. And who the hell are his wide receivers?
Exactly. Drake May has passed for 15 touchdowns to 3 picks.
Crazy.
The only quarterbacks in front of Drake May, Justin Herbert 1, Dak Prescott 2, and then Daniel Jones. I didn't say Stafford. I didn't say Mahomes. I didn't say Love. I didn't say Hurts. I didn't say Goff. Drake May is fourth.
Crazy year, bro.
The hell we talking about?
Yep. So yeah, if you don't see that dude as being good, I mean, you just don't want to see it. You don't want to see it.
I mean, hey, I can understand hating certain colleges that they came from, or the fact that maybe you hate the Patriots. I get that too.
Yeah.
Totally. But my God, you can't deny what the dude is doing right now.
I'm saying.
And he's doing it the same way that Brady was, where the names on the back of them jerseys ain't as much as the names on the front, which is the Patriots.
Don't even matter. It don't even matter.
It don't even matter. And he's doing it with his legs too. Man, nah, you got to give the man his props. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'd say that because I'm a Carolina guy. But I'm also saying it because after Belichick left, after Brady left, the Patriots were basically a mess. They tried Gerard Mayo for a year, didn't like where that was going, brought in Mike Vrabel, and whatever it was that he's done, got Josh, not me now. What was the name that tries to always go coach? Josh McDaniel, his name?
No. I know you're talking about the little kid looking dude.
Yeah. He tried to be coach, couldn't coach, bring back again to be a coordinator, working with
coordinate his ass off. He just can't coach. Yeah.
Exactly. So he works with Drake May. He's got him doing the right things. Drake May yesterday, I mean, my God, he was 18 of 24. How accurate is that? 282 yards off of 18 completions.
That is absolutely roasting a secondary. That is roasting us.
Yes. For 3 touchdowns and a pick.
Wow.
Damn. What you want to do? Throw it in the air and then run down there and catch it? That's going to impress you? Shit. What you want him to do? I mean, then he ran 7 times for 50 yards.
Yeah. If you don't see it, you don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else he got to do. I mean, he got guys like Mac Hollins, another Carolina guy, but he's bounced around the league.
Mhm.
Keyshawn Boot, Demario
Who?
Douglas,
Who? Who?
yeah,
Who?
Austin Hooper,
Who? Who?
Hunter Henry caught one pass. Stephon Diggs, who's supposed to be the guy, only caught 3 passes, but he did get a touchdown. Stephon
Mhm.
Diggs had 14 yards in that game, and they won. I mean, come on now. Let's stop it. Yeah, let's stop it. That's insane. And
Like the
that
young
defense,
bucks
as
say,
you say,
stop the cap.
that defense, as you say, gave Dylan Gabriel a whole lot of ghosts because he did have 2 touchdown passes, but he also threw to the other team twice.
Mhm.
21 of 35, ran 21 passes, 156 yards. Talking about
That's the issue with him.
Dinkin and Duncan.
That's the issue with him. Yep.
Same, but you know what? That was the same issue that they had with Deshaun. Dinkin and Duncan, 4-yard passes, 5-yard passes, not getting anything downfield.
Nope.
Can't push the ball. And that's the thing. I mean, your leading receiver had 62 yards. That was one. That was Fannin. But after that, not a whole lot after that.
Not gonna cut it in the NFL, man.
No, sir. No, sir. Not at all. So yeah, the Patriots are doing their thing there. It's funny. You got all these different teams leading in the standings. You like I said, you got the Patriots at 6-2. The Bills, because I guess the Patriots hadn't had a bye yet, the Bills are at 5-2. Then you got the Dolphins and the Jets. Makes sense. Steelers, even though they lost last night, they are still I don't want to use the word in control, but they are still leading the AFC North at 4-3. And a lot of it is just by default right now because the Bengals suck ass so bad. The Ravens just got their second win, and the Browns do Browns shit. So, I hate to say that the Steelers are just blowing it away, but I mean, you got 3 of them that just keep running into a damn wall with each other. And it's like,
exactly. I guess we're just making the lesser of the mistakes in the division.
Y'all gonna win the division because the other 3 just can't get right with them.
Oh, I'm checking here. The Steelers finally did what I want them to after freaking 16 weeks. Looks like they picked up Marquez Valdez-Scantling just a few minutes ago.
Oh, they got MVS. Okay.
Yeah, MVS.
He was with the Raiders, right?
Yeah, that's a Rodgers guy too, back in Green Bay. So
I agree. They need another receiver to help.
Oh my God, they've been needing one.
They've been. I mean, you could have went into the season and saw that. Like,
yes,
if all you got is a number 1 and you don't really have a number 2, what are they gonna do? They're gonna double team him all damn game.
Exactly.
Which is what I thought the Giants were gonna do with Devontae.
Yeah.
I could have game planned that.
Yes.
We'll get to that one in a minute. That just so that makes and again that goes to what I'm saying with the deadline coming up on the 4th. How many of these bad teams not going anywhere? Insurmountable deficits. When you talk about the Browns, who do they have on their team that they're going to offload? Who do the Jets have? Is this a time for the Jets to say, you know what, Sauce Gardner, you really came out hot the first year, but I ain't seen enough from you now. Is there a team out there that might take Sauce?
Breece Hall.
And Breece.
They got a young running back up underneath him. Who's more powerful and bigger, and they want to.
Why are you going to get these guys second and third contracts when the team is doing bad and all they're going to do is take away resources from you?
Mm-hmm.
So when you got a team like the Jets, they got players. The Browns got players. The Titans definitely got players. They're not going anywhere fast. Hell, the team with the best record in the NFL is the Indiana Jones-led Colts at 7.
Who the hell saw that one coming?
7-1.
No
half
answer,
the
man.
season, and they've lost 1 game. And I'm the one that said, you know what? I don't think there's going to be a 14-win team this year.
Yeah, could be them, could be. But the thing about that is, like, if you would have told me during our preseason rankings and predictions that Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts are going to be sitting here at 7-1 halfway through the year, I'd have been like, you are smoking some serious crack.
Yeah. I mean, the kind that you can't recover from.
No.
Like you gonna be in rehab the rest of your life. Because whatever you smoke done messed it all up. It fried everything up there. Syntax it ain't firing at all. People looking at you like, I don't even know how you blinking anymore. Like, it's crazy. You're right. I would have thought the same 7-1 with Daniel Jones as your quarterback.
Get the hell up out of here.
Yeah, you smoking. Because when you look at it, I mean, Rand, Daniel Jones is up there. Like I said, he's number 3. He's passed for 2,000 yards, 13 touchdowns to 3 interceptions.
Wow. Daniel Jones, man. Wow.
Turnover machine in New York. 13-3 in the first 8 games.
Well, sometimes it just takes these quarterbacks forever to freaking mature.
Herbert has passed for more than everybody.
Yeah.
He's thrown 16 touchdowns, but he's also thrown 7 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Dak has thrown 5 picks, 2 yesterday, and 16 touchdowns. But Daniel Jones right behind him, 13-3. Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
And got a better record than the 2 dudes in front of him.
It's wild, dude.
Look, I told you. I know I'm trash this year, y'all. Bear with me. Things will align back next year, and B will be back. Promise. Just hang with a brother. Don't give up on me yet.
Hell, it might happen this year. Still a lot of football left to be played.
Man, I hope so. But yeah, so you got the Colts, then the Jaguars, and then the Texans. Even though the Texans really bounced back the other day, and then that was an interesting game that they played. I didn't see that coming out of them.
Nope. That's another one.
CJ Stroud had his best game of the year, getting it down to the receivers and stuff. So kudos to them. AFC West. This is going to be one of them knockout, drag-out divisions. But right now, the Broncos have basically a 1-game lead over the Chargers and the Chiefs. Well, 1-game lead over the Chargers. Technically, a 2-game lead over the Chiefs right now. But the Chiefs haven't played yet today. Chiefs win, they go to 5-3. They'll be tied for second with the Chargers, which will put them 1 game out from the Broncos. So the Broncos, while they're doing well, Bo Nix is really, really performing well as well. They can't slip up because the Chiefs could be catching fire at the right time. The Chargers, out of the 3, the Chargers worry me the most out of those 3.
That division is going to be a dogfight.
All the way to the end.
Yep.
All the way to the end. You may not know who in that division until the last week of the season.
Exactly. We just know it won't be the Raiders, but
we know that part. We know that part, which is why they're starting to offload players, which is what you would do around trade time. It's going to be interesting, Rand, because the Chiefs perennially have always had the opportunity to rest their starters the last week of the season. And this year, that may not even be a choice.
Nah, I think they'll be battling to the end.
I think so too. So that's going to be interesting. Then when you go over to the NFC, somehow, some way, at 6-2 in the NFC East, are the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. You know, I've been said they'll put their foot on the gas when they feel like it. And that's pretty much what's been occurring, man.
I mean, when they have to win, they win.
Yeah.
When you don't, when the first quarter or two, you're looking at them like, oh Jesus, this isn't gonna go well. Then all of a sudden they just catch fire. And you're just like, why y'all just don't start like this?
Yeah. They ain't got that same hunger, same drive.
Oh
you know,
God.
they got that Super Bowl. I just don't think they got the same drive, man. But
right.
They could prove like, hey, you think we're gonna pass it? We're gonna run it down your throat and win the game. Oh, your game plan is gonna be to stop the run. Well, hell, we're gonna take it to the air and still win. So
right. Oh my gosh, and that's what they're doing. I mean, they're just figuring out, hey, we'll beat you any way you want. You take one thing away, we'll beat you the other way. You take the other thing away, we'll beat you the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, as a fan, it's hard because you just rather them go ahead and get down to it in the first quarter instead of at halftime. It's like a 7-point lead, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, bam! I mean, they just go, and you like y'all had to wait till halftime. I mean, y'all getting massages in there. What's going on?
Yeah, and staying in that division, man, I feel really bad for the Giants fans. I mean,
Yeah. Oh man, that Scatterboo.
Scatterboo is now gone for the year, so they've lost their best running back, and we're talking really talented dudes who's doing it on the field, man, for real.
Both rookies, Scatterboo
Neighbors,
and Dart.
yeah, Neighbors, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. You lose him. Lose Scatterboo yesterday to a severe ankle injury.
Absolutely.
There goes your season, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I
I mean,
mean,
at least you found Dart, but still.
and Dart figured out that Darius Slayton could actually play in the league. Wandale
Mhm.
Robinson could play in the league. So you got those guys, but having that good running game. Now you got Tracy back. But I love the change up between Tracy and Scatterboo. Scatterboo is a dog.
Yeah,
When
he
I
is.
when I saw the film of that ankle, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, it's laying to the side, man. It's nasty, yo. It's
Man.
kind of like that.
Mm.
I know it was the knee from Cheetah when he got hurt,
Yep.
but his foot all to the side and whatnot, looking all deranged and dangled like, I hate to say it, but like misery.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
bad injury. And I just
yeah.
hope as a running back that he can even come back and be the same
Yes,
type
so.
dude next year. It might take 2 years for that,
It
man.
might, and it normally does. It normally
Yep.
does. When you see guys like J.K. Dobbins, what he did with Denver, and it took him leaving the Chargers, getting a fresh start with them. You see Javonte Williams leave Denver. His last 2 years weren't good because he had that injury,
He's
and,
terrible.
and he comes back, but then he gets with Dallas, and now it's like, man, he's got it again. You see that. You see it when Chris Godwin, every time he comes back for the Buccaneers, it takes him about 1.5 years, 2 years to become himself again. So you see it all the time with these guys where, yeah, they're healthy enough to come back. We may not see that with Nick Chubb until next year with the
Mhm.
Texans. So you'll see stuff like that all over the place. But I agree with you. And that was the reason that I gave them so much promise to finish the season in third place ahead of the Cow Bitches because I just saw more promise from that team.
Yeah.
Right now, the Cow Bitches are in second place with the Commanders. If the Commanders lose tonight, they would be 3-5. The Cow Bitches would be 3-4, which would put them kind of in a statistical tie because of a bye week kind of thing. But that still would put the Giants dead last. I actually, though, Rand, still have faith that the Giants can still win some meaningful games. I don't know if this season is over. I'm interested to see what Dayball is going to be able to do. I really do like what the quarterback is doing. I know I was kind of against them putting him out there like that, but it's paying dividends. Scatterboo definitely is a big part of that, but I've been seeing the way this kid extends plays, the way that he runs. That makes me a little antsy about him running all the time like that because who is their backup? Um, and if he gets hurt and you got to tout Russell Wilson back out or Jameis Winston, that team does not look the same with either one of those guys. So I hope that they can reinforce to him run, but run smart, slide, get out of bounds. Don't try to pick up no more extra yards, get no stupid concussions like Tua does when he tries to do that and things like that. Protect your body because then you're protecting the team.
Yeah, I was against them putting Dart out there too, but hey, he's out there now, so whatever, man.
Ride with it. Ride
Yep.
with it. Hey,
Don't get injured.
another team that's got only one loss is going to be those Green Bay Packers who won last night.
Yeah.
Now that is with a asterisk. They only have one loss, but they also have a tie. But they are still statistically leading Detroit by half a game because of that. So Detroit is at 5-2. They're 5-1-1. This is going to be another division top heavy the top two teams, Detroit and Green Bay. Will Chicago actually make enough noise? Don't know.
Yeah, we shall see.
To be determined. To be determined. You got Tampa Bay still holding on to the NFC South. The Panthers, even after losing, because the Falcons laid an egg to the Dolphins, and the Saints are now back to being the Aints. The Panthers are still in sole possession of second place in the NFC South.
It's crazy, man. You look around different divisions and you see teams that are not bad, but just so bad that they're allowing other bad teams to be in like second place. It's crazy.
By default. They're second by default.
Yes.
Crazy. So, but the Bucks have been earning it. The Bucks have been strong. I think the Bucks did lose the other day. But they're still playing some really, really good football. It's just hard. Mike Evans had gotten concussed. I think he had a shoulder injury. Chris Godwin's been in and out. What's the name? Emeka?
Yeah,
Abuku. He's been a bright spot on that team. The running game's been pretty solid. Ty Bowles is always going to sit there and blitz the hell out of you. So that defense is always going to be right. And when you got a big run stopper like big ass Vita Vea just sitting there, I mean, you ain't gonna let a lot get past them either. So it's a big dude. That they were actually showing some high school footage of him yesterday as a running back. Could you see that coming downhill at you? And you having to make a business decision in high school.
My decision is gonna be to push him out of bounds.
I'm gonna do one of them whiff tackles where I want coach to think I really tried, but I had no intentions of wrapping his ass up. Like, whoa, I missed him.
You gonna try to grab an ankle?
I ain't even trying to grab one of his shoestrings. Not that big joker. No way, no how. And then lastly, in the NFC West, you got the Seahawks led by Sam Darnold at 5-2. So Sam Darnold just keeps jumps to another team playing winning quarterback football. Minnesota, what you thinking about now? Could have signed his ass for $30 million. Got him on the cheap.
And they had Daniel Jones last year.
Yep. But you know what? They didn't want J.J. McCarthy looking over his shoulder because of Sam Darnold and the success that Sam had.
Yeah.
See, this looking over that shoulder stuff, how's that working out for you?
How you like me now?
Oh my gosh! So now he goes to Seattle. You know, he's got some weapons over there, and they're 5-2. And again, Sam Darnold, second year in a row. You know, a lot of people might have said, "Oh man, maybe it was a fluke." He is 2, 4, 6, 8. He's number 10 in passing, 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, 4 picks. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad at all. No.
109 quarterback rating.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll get to see him in prime time come. I think it's Sunday night or Monday night. This is on the schedule.
For this coming week, you got Seattle. Yeah. Wait a minute. I don't see them at all. I think they got a bye.
Oh, okay.
If I'm looking right, No. I'm sorry. I was looking at week 8. For week 9, Seattle and the Commanders are 8:00 November the 2nd. They have to travel all the way to Washington. Jaden Daniels probably will be back in that game.
Okay.
That's going to be an interesting one. Yeah,
that will be a good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking forward to seeing that one for sure. But yeah, so you got Seattle leading that division, followed closely by the Rams. I'm sorry, they're tied with the Rams at 5-2, not followed. And then the 49ers, the team that I said would probably be rebuilding this year, is still 5-3. Some way, somehow, no Fred Warner for the rest of the year. Hadn't had Ricky Pearsall. Just got George Kittle back for the last 2 games. Still without Brandon Ayuk. Still without Brock Purdy. Mac Jones did not play his best game this past week, but they're still 5-3.
Yeah. Just something about that defense and that coach who could do anything with any quarterback.
Shanahan is a court. You know, you hear all these quarterback whisperer claims being thrown out. Can we get rid of that? I mean, because once you say Kyle Shanahan, quarterback whisperer, can you really compare anybody else to the success level that Kyle Shanahan has had with quarterbacks? No matter who's under center, his team still produces.
Really can't, man.
You can't. You can't. I mean, he just takes it's plug and play. Which you can't say that for any other team, because when you try to do plug and play with other teams, you get very diminished returns at best. For a lot of these teams, they can't just plug in the second guy and still have the same amount of success as the main guy. That just does not happen all the way around. Oh, and I did fail to mention that at the bottom of the NFC West are the midriffs.
Oh man!
Just figured I'd throw that in there. You know,
I cannot believe these national pundits, like a lot of them, actually thought that the Cardinals were going to be second behind the Rams. I never saw it, never bought into it. I don't know what the hell they was looking at. I don't know.
The only thing that I was expecting was the Cardinals to do what they normally do, which is win the first couple of games really, really easily, and then just lose the rest of the games.
Yeah,
because that's what they normally do. They'll win like 8 games. They'll be 8-0, 8-2, and then they'll go on a losing streak and just lose.
Yeah, I cannot even think about the last time they were like some type of playoff team. Was it Larry Fitzgerald as the quarter? I mean, as the wide receiver?
Like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it was still hard then too. There were a lot of times when Fitzgerald would just be on some really bad teams. He'd be the bright spot of the team. He's the ambassador of the team. You know, that kind of thing, the face of the organization, and so on and so forth. But the team just sucked all the way around him and stuff. So I always felt bad for Larry because he was, well, I guess I couldn't feel bad because they kind of needed each other, right? I mean, Larry, you know, he would go on another team, maybe he wouldn't be that dude, but he was always that dude for them.
Yeah.
Kind of like when, you know, Yankees have, you know, Derek Jeter, you know. He was our guy, but he wasn't going to do that nowhere else. You know, I didn't think so. Anyway, but yeah, you rounding out some of the scores, Randy. We had the Texans beating up on the 49ers 26-15. Like I said, the Eagles sat there and pulled away from the Giants 38-20. The Buccaneers beat the Aints easily 23-3. Colts sat there and pulled away from the Titans 38-14. Of course, the Broncos beat the Cowbitches 44-24.
Stomped a mud hole in that ass.
Love every minute of it.
Yep.
Every minute of it. Of course, the Steelers lost to the Packers 35-25.
Was that the Steelers or the Savannah Bananas? I couldn't tell.
Oh my God, them uniforms were hilarious. Absolutely. It could have been, then the Savannah Bananas. They came and played the baseball games at the stadium and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny as hell. Jordan Love, it was denied Aaron Rodgers the ability to have beaten all 32 teams.
At one point in that game, I don't know how he finished, but at one point in that game, Jordan Love was 29 out of 35.
Yeah, he because at one point he was 14 for 14.
Yeah,
14 completions in a row. Mm-hmm. Well, you're not far off. 29 of 37. 360. 3 touchdowns, no picks.
So I'm just going to say, for the last 2 games, if you take Flacco, what he did, which was, I'm just going to do a rough estimate. I think Flacco was 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Uh-huh.
And then we take Love, who was, you said 360 yards.
Yep.
How many touchdowns?
3.
3 more touchdowns. No picks. I did see that. He didn't pick off
700 passing yards and 600.
Over 700 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and not one damn interception. I would fire every single one of them cornerbacks. What the hell is going on with the Steelers secondary.
Because you got to think about it. If you're throwing the ball up 37 times and Flacco threw the ball up over 30 something times, not one pick?
You're not stopping anybody. 700 some yards, yo, in 2 games. I'm done. I'm done. Oh man.
That's
whoever that defensive coordinator is, man, there needs to be some serious conversations going on about his job. Terrell Austin, whatever his name is.
Jordan Love found 10 different receivers.
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft, the tight end, obliterated.
Oh man, he's still open. Throw it to him right now.
7 receptions, ran.
Damn near 150 yards.
143 yards.
Yeah.
20 yards per 2 touchdowns.
It's insane, man. And to think that the Steelers had a bye week to get themselves prepared for that game. And that's what you do. That's what you come out looking like.
You gave up 35 points.
35 more points.
35 more. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And these receivers were just looking like, world beaters in this game. A-Rod, 24 of 36, 219, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Jaylen Warren, 13 rushes, 62 yards. Gainwell, 5 more for 31.
That's just not going to be enough. That's enough for you playing conservative ball and your defense is holding their own. But it's nowhere near enough if your defense is giving up 350 yards through the air.
Well, when you look at your receiving, though, Roman Wilson actually led everybody with 74 yards, 4 receptions. Metcalf had 1 extra reception, but only 55 yards in the touchdown.
And it can't continue to be the Metcalf show. I'm glad they did go out and get MVS. At least he could be the threat of taking the top off the defense so that all these other tight ends could work up underneath. But hell, man, they should have got an MVS type player back before the season.
Agreed.
Season even started. I don't know what they're thinking about.
How did you think?
Mind blowing.
What were you going to run? Like a 31 personnel?
That's what they're doing, basically. Or
3 tight ends, a receiver, and a running back. That makes no sense.
They love 2 tight end sets. Arthur Smith and his offense calls for the tight ends to be featured more or as much as the wide receivers. So they got Jonnu Smith out there with Pat Freiermuth. And they think, that's their answer for not having a 2 or 3 wide receiver set is we're going to just burn teams with tight ends. Well, it hadn't been working.
The only way that can work, number one, your quarterback has to get the ball out of his hands quick, and they are confident Rodgers can do that. But it also means that your tight ends have to be able to chip and get open quickly so said quarterback can get the ball out of his hands quickly.
They got to win. In order for that to work, they got to win. They got to win them matchups. They got to win them one-on-one matchups, and it just hadn't been happening.
Because if they can't shake open, now you got this receiver that you're not giving time to get open because you're trying to sit there and you're not letting the play develop because you're trying to get the ball out of your hands. Now you got dump off passes. This is now when Jaylen Warren, Kenneth Gainwell is going to start getting a lot of those dump off passes, a lot of those almost lateral passes, smoke routes as we call them, where they're getting into the side, and now they're catching the ball behind the line of scrimmage. And if they get wrapped up immediately, it's going to be a TFL.
Yeah,
automatically, which puts you in 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs.
Yep, and it just takes away the whole left hash of the football field. If you got Aaron Rodgers who's only concentrating on one receiver, Metcalf, who's to his right, and then these tight ends running underneath, nobody cares about the Z receiver on the other side because hell, we ain't got nobody. Who's the threat?
Well, and if you're playing this 2 tight end set, now you're able to use your linebackers to help cover them Now your corners and your safety can double Metcalf.
Yeah.
So if they don't win, like you said, who you throwing it to? You're running back.
Right.
That's all you got left.
We are not Kansas City where they got two very good tight ends who could win
Yeah.
one-on-one matchups. We are not Kansas City, man.
Nope.
So
And you're not Kansas City either because you can't put Rashee Rice in the backfield, line him up like he's a running back, make him run damn jet sweeps and stuff like that. Then, yeah, it's off to the races. Good luck catching that little mother effort. So yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. You do not have a gadget guy like that.
no.
There's no Debo on that team where you can sit there and run him in the back and all that kind of stuff either. It's just not gonna happen. All right, so we got that coming up. We got, like I said, we got the 8:15. Actually, it says 8:15 game. I guess it already started. 9:13 left in the first quarter. No score. No score at all, and I don't see any stats up yet. So I'll get some more updates later on. But before we get out of here, Rand, we got some games coming up this week in week 9. Starting with the Ravens at the Dolphins. Baltimore should have Lamar Jackson. I'm wanting to believe, I know you don't want to believe this, I'm wanting to believe that the Ravens have figured out how to win without Lamar. So hopefully when Lamar comes back, as long as his accuracy is there, this should be a game. And if the Dolphins cannot stop King Henry running downfield, it's going to be a long game for the Dolphins.
Derrick Henry over 100 yards. Go ahead and bet your money right now.
Will you go $150?
It's crazy that $150 has to be that.
Because I think he could almost get 100 before he get off the damn bus.
I'm saying,
yeah. But because I said it though, he'll only have 26 yards. Because I just said it. They're gonna start tackling that Negro as soon as they hand out the ball. Damn, how they get in the backfield so bad? Did they jump? No.
Man, if we come back here next week and that fool has 26 yards on like 11 carries or some crap like that, I'm gonna be like, Brian, I'm gonna just throw my hands up. I'm done.
It's crazy. So
we're talking for nothing.
Man, I'm thinking Henry's gonna have $150. I really believe that. I really believe that this is gonna be a game where Tua throws at least 2 picks. And I'm looking for Lamar to throw about 4 touchdowns on them.
Yeah, they're gonna blow them out, man.
They're gonna blow that booty hole. Blow it. They're gonna blow it. You got the 49ers coming to New York to face the Giants, Rand. This is gonna be interesting. See what that defense can do against Jackson Dart. Offenses don't always travel well from one coast to the other, but defenses do. Even without Fred Warner plugging up that middle, I think that defense is going to give Jackson Dart something else to look at. And that defense, if they can stop that run and hold that run enough, it's really going to test Jackson Dart as far as his ability to get the ball downfield.
Yeah, too much to overcome for Dart, in my opinion. I got the Niners in this one.
Same. Chargers at the Texans. Next, we got the Vikings. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert is going to have a field day against the Titans. I think he's going to run for another 50 yards. He's going to throw for 353, 3 touchdowns. Period.
Next.
You got the Vikings at the Lions. I think that Aiden Hutchinson is going to find J.J. McCarthy on the ground at least 2 to 3 times in this game. It is going to be in Detroit at Ford Field. I think Jared Goff is going to go to hell off. That is definitely going to be one of my FanDuel picks of the week. Jared Goff is on my fantasy team. I will be starting it. I got Jared Goff and Justin Herbert. I'm starting Jared Goff.
Yeah, I got Goff on one of my fantasy teams. He will definitely be starting.
Yeah, he's starting. You got the Falcons at the Patriots. Man, I don't care if it's Penix. I don't give a damn if it's Cousins. The Patriots got Drake May, Ramondre Stevenson, Trayvon Henderson, Stephon Diggs, and a bunch of other guys that I couldn't tell you. I couldn't pick them out of a damn lineup. However, they keep on winning, and they're in Foxborough.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Which means put your money on Falcons. We got the Bears at the Bengals. The Bengals, again, are probably going to have a letdown, I think, Ram. And the Bears are going to come in there and get them.
Think so? I'm hoping so.
I think so. Because I just see them like they have no consistency. They're up and down. They're a roller coaster team. They can.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is they can maintain no consistency. Again, we're going to have to really see if they're going to hold on to Trey Hendrickson or they're going to go ahead and let him go, because they already know if you keep him next year, he's going to want that money again. And they're not going to keep signing him to 1-year deals because he ain't going to do it. He's going to demand more money. Strike the iron while it's hot. Your season is over. Start over. Get rid of Trey Hendrickson. Let him go play for a team right now that could be in a position to win. He could go to Dallas. That would help them. Hell, I'll take him in Philly.
Hell yeah. I'd have traded him a long time ago.
I'd take him in Philly for a fifth rounder. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll call him. I'll call the guys up after this right now. Say, hey, go ahead and get him. You got the Broncos at the Texans. You know, Texans looked really good last week, but the Broncos looked a whole lot better. Bo Nix is looking like he's that dude, and he's finding some new receivers every time. The guy that he got it to yesterday a couple of times, the second-year receiver, is a rookie that that was running the ball. Man, them guys look real for real.
Yeah.
I don't see the Texans being able to stop the run, but even crazier, I see that Broncos defense teeing off on C.J. Stroud's ass because
And
they
will,
cannot protect him.
Houston cannot run the football. They're going to be one-dimensional. So there you have it.
Absolutely. You got the Saints at the Rams next.
Yep.
You got the Jaguars at the Raiders next. You got some other couple good games I held back on. You got the Colts at your Steelers, a 1:00 game at Acrisure Stadium. What you got going on with this one, Rand?
Until I see otherwise, it's Colts. It's Colts.
Indiana
This
Jones.
defense is
Indiana
absolute
Jones.
Trash. It's trash right now.
Is it going to be Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom?
Yeah. Until they can correct this, I have no choice but pick the other squad, man.
Is Jonathan Taylor going to have at least 2 touchdowns and 125 yards rushing?
He's going to have 8 touchdowns and 800 yards without.
I'm dead. But I agree with you. You got the Panthers at the Packers, 1:00, Lambeau Field. I'm going with the Panthers.
What? I don't know what you seeing to say that.
I was like, no, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, that's more like it.
But I choked up so bad, I can't lie that good. Definitely going with Green Bay.
Yeah,
We'll be pleasantly surprised if the Panthers keep it within 20 points.
would be nice.
It would definitely be nice. But man, I cannot believe, and I know it's not flex time yet, but this game should have been later in the year when they were flexing games to the 8:00. There is a 4:00 game in Buffalo, Chiefs, Bills.
I saw that. Could very well be another AFC Championship preview, and they got it sitting at 4:00 window.
And the implications for both. You got the Patriots potentially on the verge of going up because who I said they're playing. You got the Patriots playing the Falcons, could put them at 7-2. You got the Bills hanging on 1 game behind. They lose to Kansas City. That's really going to hurt them in the AFC East.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City needs this game too to keep up with the Chargers and the Broncos. Both teams need this game. I'm looking for a damn shootout.
Yeah.
I mean, over 50 combined.
Definitely that.
That's going to be a crazy game. We already mentioned earlier Seahawks coming over to Washington. I believe in Sam Darnold in his hot hand right now. Smith and Jigba has been really clutch for him. Then he's got those two running backs in Chardonnay and Kenneth Walker. It's a lot of firepower over there. I mean, don't get me wrong, Commander's got a good bunch of guys too, but I just see Sam Darnold right now kind of steadying that ship and keeping them going.
I got Seattle. Defense is looking real good right now.
The Monday night football game next week, Rand. The Midriffs against the Cow Bitches.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably watch some baseball or basketball or something.
I mean, I ain't watching it. I'm
No.
pulling for the Midriffs, of course. But ain't no way in hell Dak gonna lose that game.
No.
Between CD and George Pickens, they gonna have 300 yards combined. Javonte Williams gonna have about 3 touchdowns. Some of them gonna be like 2-yard runs and stuff like that, but they're gonna be 3 touchdowns. I expect the Cowboys to put 50 on them.
Yep. And the bad thing about that is them fans will be chirping again.
They'll be back. You see what we did? We see what? Yeah, okay. But I like that. I don't want them to lose every game. I want them to win one every now and then because they are exponential with it. They win one, it's like they won 3. So they get up even higher. So then when the fall comes, it's like falling off the first floor or falling off the 10th floor.
Yeah.
I want them to fall hard. So, yeah. Win. But I would not be mad if Arizona pulls that game out. I would love it to death.
Yes.
Trust me. All right. Well, we have made it through another week of predictions. Everything that I just said, y'all, go back, replay this on YouTube, and bet the other way, and you'll probably win $1 million. You can call me lottery ticket if you want, but I just told you how to make a whole lot of money by doing everything opposite of what the hell I just said. Disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only, subject to the supplies while they last. These are not the views of Empower TV, just the views of Brian Parker, the CEO of Empower TV. So anyway, or my lawyer stuff in there. But anyway, we will see how all that goes. Rand, thanks again for another week, man. Hope you Steelers do pull it through. But they probably won't.
I hope so too, brother, but it's not looking good.
Not looking good at all. All right, y'all. Remember, if you do bet on any of these games, bet with your brain, not with your heart. But hell, at this point, what do you have to lose with the heart? Because the brain ain't working too good this year.
No.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all again next week. Take care. Peace out.